Welcome to Social Genius, brought to you by Drunk on Social, where we help you stay ahead of social media trends, share the latest news, and highlight the strategies that are working to help you grow your business. Now let's join our hosts, Tristan and Jeff, in 3, 2, 1.
Are you struggling to set yourself apart in the real estate sea of sameness? Do you struggle to decide where to market, how to market, or what to put into your marketing to help you stand out? It's probably because your brand isn't dialed in. A great brand involves a lot more than a photo, a logo, and a tagline, friends. That's because people don't do business with a logo, they do business with a person. Our friends at BrandFace can help you define, develop, and display your personal brand so you can stand out, outmarket, and outsell your competition. It is time to unveil your inner star. Head to powerbrandtraining.com and check out their free training video. Again, powerbrandtraining.com. That's all one word. powerbrandtraining.com. Check out their free training video. It will be worth your time. We've found a more appropriate name for this podcast, Social Genius. And there's no better way to introduce it than to share this interview with London Lazerson from our second virtual Social Genius event. London is a TikTok and social media influencer who has amassed a huge following of over 8.5 million on TikTok and over 600 million views just in 2021. London gives great advice on how to get started creating on TikTok. So let's tune in. Okay, all right. Well, this is fun, and we're actually starting on time, which is, if anybody knows Tristan, that's almost impossible. The only reason I think we're starting on time is because London is here. So that's a testament to you, London.
I am always punctual. I might have a bad personality, but I'm punctual.
That's good. Watch out, Jeff. He's pissed off at you today.
I appreciate that. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Welcome to Social Genius number 2. This is the second one. The last one we did was back in August. You can actually go check that out on our YouTube channel. And London is the only carryover to this event. And there's kind of a reason why. Yes, sexiness played into that slightly, but mainly because this event is all about TikTok. And so today we are going to be interviewing some people that are doing some amazing things on all different levels. And some of them we know really well, some we don't know at all. And so it's going to be fun for us as well to kind of go down this rabbit hole and help all of you that are watching today, that are watching the recording, to take your business, and whether you're doing it already and do it better, or start doing it on TikTok. We've got 4 hours straight. We're going to be talking. We're going to be doing these interviews. We're going to be sprinkling in and talking about our sponsors. And we're also going to be talking about a live event that we're going to be doing in May that hopefully London will be joining us for. So pay attention to all of these details. Tristan, let's do this, man. This is going to be fun. Man. I have my pea cup ready just in case.
Your pea cup. Pass it around, like London said. Pass it around. All right, everybody. Let us know what city and state you're from, what country you're from. I know we're all over. And we're blessed again to have London. I don't even know how many times we've talked to him, but
it's been too many times, dude. I
think this might be the last
I can handle of you, Tristan.
Oh, there we go. They're coming in. All right. So let's get started, man. The first time we interviewed you, you were sub 4 million, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? And
yeah, somewhere around there.
And you were picking up steam fast. But damn, dude, you're heading to 9 million now in TikTok.
Yeah.
How has that happened in less than a year? That's almost double.
Can I answer this question real fast for everyone here? Tristan,
please.
Go ahead.
Sure, Mini London, go.
Pat yourself on the back. It's ever since Social Genius 1, he's exploded.
That's right.
I'm just saying.
It's the shout outs here. That's what you gotta do.
Oh, that's right. That's hilarious.
I mean, dude, I think it's all about rhythm, right? And the funny thing is there's no rhyme or rhythm to like TikTok success really, other than those who are consistent and actually care about pumping out content. I think those are the people that win. And, I turned it up a notch in the last quarter of last year. I was just like, I got to finish this year strong. I was about, 6 million. I was at 6 million in October. And I was like, I'm going back to my old ways, 2 to 3 posts a day, right? Because I was doing about 1. And yeah, I know Tristan's been on that grind as well. It's tough, but if you can do it, it's very rewarding. And dude, December, I did 1.5 million followers in 30 days.
Oh, damn.
I caught a little stroke of, rhythm, and I don't know what happened. I think I did 200 million views in December.
So the very first question that comes after that all the time, because Jeff and I hear this, is, well, what's the ROI, right? What's the ROI?
Right.
What's the money? So tell us where you're at now versus where you were then, because now it's completely different.
Yeah.
Not exact numbers, but opportunities that are popping up.
For sure. I think that is the best word, is TikTok is opportunity. I think those are synonyms for sure. And it's because there's so many different ways to monetize. Now, if you're going into TikTok thinking, oh, I'm going to join the creator fund and I'm going to get rich, I'm going to make sure I go viral, stop there. The creator fund is not anything crazy. Like, for example, I can speak to the exact number here, but it's like I did 600 million views in 2021 and only made like $20,000 or something like that from the creator fund. Now, $20,000 extra is awesome, but you're talking about over 500 million views.
Dude, yes.
So I think the real monetization is finding brands that you can help market, because brands are like, what am I supposed to do on TikTok, right? They're looking for experts in the space right now. And if you have a big enough following or a big enough presence, they are going to go to you first. It's insane the amount of brands that come to me saying, hey, and these are billion-dollar brands sometimes. You're talking about Hulu, you're talking about Cheesecake Factory, you're talking about Disney, and they're like, we don't know what we're doing. Can you help us out a little bit? So I think that's where the big bags are on TikTok for sure, is with brands. But then, I mean, if you're a small business, let's take it on the small side. If you're a small business, you don't have much of a marketing budget, you have to be thinking TikTok, because it is the first time where you can make content for free, post it for free, and get millions of views for free. If you want 1 million views on Instagram, what are you going to have to spend? 10 grand, 50 grand to get 1 million impressions? I don't even know the rates anymore, but you can do that for free on TikTok as long as you're pumping out enough content.
Just in case you're wondering, eat your heart out.
Yeah, $100, dude. You're crushing it. But it is good. Like, I think that is rewarding for some, just, hey, I'll make money just by posting. But yeah, you have to be looking at it from, I'm going to build a following, build an audience, build a fan base, and then show them my favorite products. That was kind of always my goal in the back of my head.
Well, so I want to ask you something that you mentioned. You said, it's interesting, the billion-dollar companies, Disney, who is like, they got it figured out, right? They are the business of all businesses to follow. They don't know what they're doing. And so I want to say that to everybody listening here, like, this is the whole point of us doing this kind of stuff, right? You need to learn. Don't go into this and just give up, right? The biggest companies in the world don't know what they're doing. So let me applaud you. If you're here today and you're listening to this and you're going to really re-listen to this, like, that you got to start somewhere. And London just said it. And maybe we should talk about that a little bit. So when somebody comes to you and says, we don't know what we're doing, what's your first piece of advice?
Can I first start by saying I did a LinkedIn poll yesterday. I said, what's stopping you from your dreams? And, over 50% of people said they don't know where to start. And I think that's where a lot of people come to me. Hey, dude, saw you on TikTok. I've got so many ideas, dude. I don't know where to start. And that to me is perfect. If you are saying, I've got so many ideas, I want to be a chef, I want to be a dancer, I want to be a singer, I want to be a comedian, I want to be a gardener, I want to be a janitor, whatever it is, you have to blast it all out there. And the unfortunate thing is that TikTok will decide who you are in the beginning, right? You'll always figure out who you're going to be, but TikTok decides in the beginning. So yeah, if you've got a few ideas, shoot all of them. if you don't know where to start. Shoot everything that your mind is thinking in regards to posting, because you're going to figure out, one, what works for you, and two, what works for the algorithm, right? So stop asking yourself, where do I start? And just film everything that your head, that's been kind of holding that mental real estate, and then let it just kind of let it flow, right? And so that's what I did to me. I mean, you think I want to go down in history as the kid who looks like Home Alone? No, but did it do a couple 100 million views last year, that joke? Yes. Right. And so I've kind of, recently this is perfect to talk about, because I'm kind of in this state where I'm done with like the Home Alone joke per se on TikTok, and I'm moving in I'm testing again. You might have noticed I really started doing this like pseudo educational stuff where I'm teaching you how to eat a burrito, a hot dog, sit down in chairs, go upstairs.
Which is the best.
Whatever it is. And that to me is a test. Now my views are down because of this, but to me, I'm all about testing. I'm like, how do I find my next viral trend so that I do another 8 million followers this year, right? It's kind of like you've exhausted your other jokes. It's time to shed some skin and move forward. So that's currently where I'm at.
How do you decide what it is that you're going to test out? Because a lot of people are in the same spot. It's like, well, now what do I do? Like, right. I only had 2 ideas.
Right.
How do you do it?
It takes a lot of, it's a lot of mental warfare, just like fighting through, again, mud. Cause just like the chat right now, I am in your shoes, kind of, I don't know where to start, right? So now I just need to shoot everything that my mind's thinking of. And I had this idea. Oh, 5 ways to eat pizza. Let's do that. Okay. What else could I do? Oh, 5 ways to eat a burrito. Oh, what else could I do? Oh, and and I just let that flow. Like I just let that take it where it was going to go. And for a while there, every video was getting 1 million views. Like every single one of those like pseudo educational was getting 1 million views. So I'm like, okay, now I have another bucket of content. And now I'm already starting to think like tomorrow I've got my TikTok shoot day. I need to go back to like my tried and true Tesla stuff. I haven't touched on that for a while. So I'm going to go try out some more Tesla content, right? So I'm kind of like, I just analyze my profile. And if you don't have a profile or you don't have much content to analyze like your thoughts and like, oh, I just want to shoot cooking videos. Oh, I just want to shoot cooking videos. Oh, I want to shoot recipe videos. Shoot some recipe videos. Like there is no harm in testing. There's no harm in testing. You never know what's going to go viral.
It's true. There's a great question, and I want to address it because I don't think we've seen this before. Gigi, great question. How do you manage burnout when it comes to constantly creating?
Yep. So Gigi, dear friend of mine, amazing creator. But yes, burnout, you will face more burnout the less structure you have. Okay. So the first thing that happens to a new creator on TikTok is they go, okay, London Laz told me I've got to post 3 times a day for a whole month. Okay. And they go start filming 3 videos a day for a week, right? You can do that for a week. You get home from work, you're like, okay, 3 videos. That will not last whatsoever. You've got to structure it. So for me, my shoot days are Tuesdays and Wednesdays only. No matter how much I shoot, no matter what I get done, my mental, my mentality is so much healthier because on Sunday I go, okay, I know I'm shooting Tuesday and that is it. Then Wednesday through Friday, I can do my business development stuff. So Gigi, you already know this. I already told you this, but you got to structure it out. You got to make sure you're getting all your content done for the week in one day, if possible. If not 2 days, I think you'd be able to do all of your TikTok content. It's not that difficult. So when you're starting to feel burnout, go through like your schedule, go through like your processes and start structuring them even more. Because if you can prepare your mind a week before you shoot, you're not, or a week before you perform, I think you'll have less burnout. So it's all about structure.
Say that quote again that you said in the beginning about the structure. What was that quote?
I think the more burnout means the less, the the more
no
burnout,
pressure.
Yeah.
London, where were you at on January 2nd, 1995?
No, I do want to hammer that quote because it came from this brain of mine. But yeah, it was like, the more burnout, the less structure, right? The more structure, the less burnout. There you have it. That's all you're going to get, Jeff. I'm sorry.
It's good enough. I'll make something of that. And I'll tag you when I tweet that.
And then tweet it. That's when I'll get my next 1 million followers. I know. That's what I need.
Amen. I wish I could just get them to follow me. Shit.
All right, London, since you're creating on Tuesdays and I think you said Wednesdays or Thursdays?
Yeah,
Are you then scheduling the posts or do you just leave them in drafts? Well, how does this work?
Yeah. So TikTok is kind of my baby. Now I've got 2 employees. I've got a producer and an assistant. So my assistant handles YouTube Shorts, Snapchat Spotlight, and then I handle Instagram and TikTok. And yeah, just all drafts. So the day after I still edit all of my content. I got to delegate that at some point. I haven't figured it out. Give me a break. I still edit all my content and then just save it in drafts. I get that done in one day. That's the hardest day for me, is like sitting down, grinding out the edits, but they're short videos. So, and then I just, put them in the drafts.
I like that, man. And look, I think on the creation side where you're editing, I think it's important that you have your hand in that because it
needs
gives
to be you.
Yeah. I don't know that I would ever delegate that part specifically.
Yeah.
Maybe as you create a shit ton more content. Yes. Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
but
right.
I see what you're saying. Jeff, are you okay if we go to some questions?
Yeah. There's a lot of them.
Perfect. So yes. Yeah, there's a ton of questions. So,
well, and I want to say while you're looking at those, Tristan, real quick too, is when it comes to what you just said, Tristan, which is, you can't delegate all of this. Right. There's a certain extent where if you delegate too much, you lose authenticity. Totally. And authenticity is so critical on social. So there's got to be at least some pieces of any social strategy, not just TikTok, that you have to stay invested in.
Totally.
But you just have to find ways to make it efficient for yourself. So you're not killing yourself. So you're not burning out, et cetera. But don't lose sight of that. Like if you delegate your entire social strategy, you will not have success. Right. That I can confidently say.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I see so many like business people who have the funds to delegate all of it and just nothing ever takes off, right? Because they've built a successful business because they built it. I've built a successful TikTok because I built it, right? I really like that, Jeff.
That's true, man. London, what's your tag or your name on TikTok?
London Laz. Yep, everywhere at London Laz, Laz.
Perfect. Somebody asked for that. All right.
Yep.
Here, let's go to the questions. Do you have a video editor that you recommend? I don't know.
Yeah. Of course. When you get into like the batch creation, so like creating all of your content in one day, you have to be editing on your computer. It's just, it's touching the fingers on the phone. That is a nightmare when you have to edit 14 TikToks, right? So I use Final Cut, but obviously Adobe Premiere, iMovie, whatever it is, I literally airdrop all of my content that we shot that day to my computer, edit it all on my computer. It's a much simpler process. Then I airdrop all of my edits back to my phone, save them in drafts, add captions, add the whole 9 yards. So you're going to get burnt out if you're editing 21 videos a week in TikTok. It's just not set up for that. It's set up to help people who have no editing experience, but I would definitely pull up YouTube, download whatever apps there are, and do it off your phone. I just could not do it on my phone.
It's funny you say that. I actually prefer editing on my phone.
Good.
And I will say this too, for that question, Tristan, and this answers a couple other questions. One of our sponsors is Business Video School.
Cool.
They teach this stuff, right? So they teach how to edit on a desktop through Filmora. Obviously, Final Cut is more advanced, but they also teach how to edit on a cell phone through Viva Video. Those are our favorite apps. So Filmora on a desktop, Viva Video is our favorite telephone app. But listen, if you need to learn how to do this stuff, that's what the Business Video School was created for. Yep. So little plug to them, because that you do need to have those skills, London. And since we're on that topic, you just said it, like you are doing that. I'm the same way. I like to have some editing touches to all of my videos. Do you recommend, so somebody's starting out, they have zero editing, skills whatsoever. What do you tell them? Because you can also outsource to a VA, which Tristan can speak to.
For sure.
But what do you think there? I mean,
if
is it necessary?
It's not necessary. That's why TikTok is so good, because any person can edit and upload a video. If you are just starting, you literally have no knowledge of shooting or editing or making content, just do it inside of TikTok. It streamlines the process. And once you get good at it and you're like itching to like put a little more into your videos, for sure, start taking classes from this video class or whatever it is to like take your skills to the next level. But if you're just starting, just do it in the app for sure.
All right, question. Marissa's got a good question. I'm a real estate agent and I want to start making videos to get my name out there more. Would you recommend making a separate TikTok account just for real estate, or just starting mixing in my personal one that I already have?
No, yeah. I get this question so much. Oh, I've got this business. I've got, this real estate. This is a perfect question. No, you want it to be you. People are not following brands. Let's look at what Elon's done for Tesla. And let's look at the follower difference in just their profiles. 40 million people are following Elon on Twitter, right? I'd be curious how much follow Tesla, probably 1 million. And it's because people want that personality. They want more than just your real estate, Marissa. They want a little bit of you. And like, I just bought a house, right? And I loved my real estate agent because I know him, I know him. And I think you mixing your real estate business in with your personal channel is the perfect way to market your business, right? Because my business is blowing up brands on TikTok. And I would never in a million years start another profile that's like London Laz blows up businesses. They want me. It's because they want me. And just like you, Marissa, they want you to sell their home. They want you to go through you to buy a house. So I would mix the two.
So you blow up businesses on TikTok. How do people get a hold of you if they want to hire you?
Right. I mean, they'll DM me. Yeah. Just message me on Instagram. They'll find my email. I've got links in my bios to all that stuff. So.
And do people follow? Oh yeah. Here, Elon, 71 million followers, Tesla, 12 million. Massive.
There we go. Massive difference.
Well, you know what? That's a great point that you bring up too. Look at the biggest brands nowadays. It's becoming less about the brand and more about like the founder or the president.
CEO. Yeah.
It's like EXP in real estate. I mean, Glenn does a fantastic job with his personal brand, which is what has helped EXP grow. Tesla, it's brand. Elon. Yeah. I mean, there's countless, Gary Vaynerchuk's a great example. He's got all these businesses, but it's all about Gary V, right?
Yeah.
And we could go on and on and on about that. But as a real estate agent, it's all about you. Right. And so, and by the way, in my opinion, and I don't know, London, if you agree with this, but the same advice you gave also applies to Instagram.
Yep. Oh yeah.
One account. Merge them together.
Yep.
I like that. All right. Bill's got a simple question. Do you record on the TikTok app, or you could record outside of the app and then upload it?
I always record outside for my like scripted stuff. If I'm doing a TikTok trend, which I rarely do, but if I'm doing it, I just record it in the app, right? Because you have the sound, you can lip sync, whatever you need to do. But I would say 98% of the time I'm just recording on my iPhone, saving those clips, whatever. But yeah.
All right.
You can do both ways. Yeah.
So how are you reaching out now to brands? Are they reaching out to you? What's the combination of that? Because I know it's changed over the years since we've been talking.
Yeah, I would say it's about 50-50 of my brand. If I took my last 10 brand deals, I would say 5 were cold calls and the other 5 were inbound. That's a big part of my strategy is, it's crazy how how many cold DMs and cold calls I actually convert into a business deal.
That's nuts, dude.
Yeah. For example, I cold DM'd the marketing manager of Hulu, and I just landed a big activation with them. So I would say once you're ready to start helping market, you have to be willing to cold DM people. But yeah, I guess to answer your question, it's about 50-50 cold and warm.
All right. Do you typically shoot a video that has to do with that brand? And then when it does well, you're like, yo, here it is. And then you're like, you want to use me? Or how does that work? Just so I know.
Yeah, no, I'm to the point in my career where no, it's all upfront. It's upfront payment. I won't do anything for free, but the only reason I am able to close deals is because I've built so many case studies. And in the beginning, I was DMing 50 brands a week, trying to get free product to prove to myself and to prove to future brands that I can make your brand go viral. So in the beginning, send me your shoes for free. Send me your laptop for free. Send me your gaming chair for free. I'm going to make a viral video, try to make a viral video. So that way I say to the next brand, hey, I'm sorry, I charged for this. I just got this gaming chair, 5 million views. I charged for that. And now they can see the proof is in the pudding. They can go, oh yeah, this dude got 5 million views for this other brand. We've got to pay him. So now I'm to the point where I have so many case studies for every industry that I'm usually able to secure a bag. Dude,
you need like one person who's doing your research now. I'm digging this.
Right.
Jeff, this is like real estate where like somebody starts off, then they take a pay cut on the commission.
Yep.
And then they use that after they sell it as proof to get full commission. Interesting.
Yep. Yeah. Same thing.
It's a bigger picture mindset.
Yeah, I was in it. I was in it for like the $10,000 deals, the $100,000 deals that I knew, like, in order to get somebody to hand you $10,000 to make a video, you have to have proof that what you are selling has worked. And when I'm selling like visibility, you can go on my page. I've got brand deals where I've got 10 million views for a brand,
Dude, I've seen those. It's insane.
It's like now you can't tell me that what I do doesn't work. I have too much proof, right?
Next stage is going to be somebody's going to come in and say, you want to partner with us on this product that we're launching?
Yeah. Oh, no, I already get those offers for sure. I haven't found one that fits, but yeah, those definitely.
Jeff's got an idea. It's this little pea cup where you pass it around.
I'm in. I've used it. I'm in.
He's only here for 30 or 45 minutes, so I don't feel sorry for London. And then he's going out to ski, so whatever. There's a question from Patrick about structuring and planning a shoot day, and I've heard this before too. Yeah. Whereas if you structure and you plan this, then when you get to that day, you kind of lack the passion that you had that was going on in your head when you came up with the idea.
For sure, and Patrick, I think that's just like a mental switch. You have to switch on that passion, and like you have to become an actor. The second the camera's on, you have to take on that character you are trying to portray, whether it's a real estate agent, whether it's a chef, whether it's a dumbass TikToker like myself. You have to be able to portray it. So I think keep worrying about structuring your post. That's what's going to take you to the next level. But and there are days where I literally do not want to shoot and I will cancel my shoot. And I think that's okay and brave to do. I think that's okay as well. Like, you don't have to do this stuff on the day you planned. I think just, Patrick, it's important to get in that state of flow, right? It's important that you are in that state of flow where you can like perform at the highest level.
I love that. And there's a couple questions I want to get to, Tristan. So one is several people have asked, like, I don't know how to use TikTok. Where's the best place to learn? I'm going to share a QR code when we're done here, where Business Video School actually has some trainings that you can have access to. It's free. There's other places you can obviously go hire people like London to do it for you, but I'm going to share that. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. But yeah. McKinley just had a question that I love that I want to hear your answer to, which is, do you think TikTok is experiencing a temporary high, or will it remain such a popular, lucrative platform for the next few years, or in perpetuity?
That's a great question. And clearly I'm biased. It is my business. It's my living. But I think TikTok is doing most things right. I think if they can tweak a little bit of like how they pay their creators, how they get marketing dollars, then they will take over social media. But until like people are spending as much as they're spending on YouTube, it'll still be kind of the B B team. But no, it's definitely growing. It was the most downloaded app, of the year. It was the most visited website of the year. So I think those stats are very, good to predict that it can only keep going, right? In good fashion. But here's a stat that might change your whole perspective on this. So there's like 1.5 billion people on the app now or something. I'm not sure. Only 8% of those are actually uploading videos. So there is a tiny demographic of people who are actually uploading versus the amount of people are consuming. So if you can get just 10% ahead of that curve, you are quite literally one of the biggest TikTokers on the app. Just to put it in perspective, so I have 8.5 million followers. I teeter between, top 1,000 and top 1,200. Mm-hmm. So quite literally, I am one of the biggest TikTokers on the face of the planet. In order to do that on YouTube, you have to have 50 million subs, which is very unrealistic. In order to do that on Instagram, you have to have 100 million followers, which is very unrealistic. So for TikTok, you can have 1 million followers and be one of the biggest creators on the platform. And I think that is what's so special, is that the amount of people who consume TikTok is so much bigger than the amount of people who are posting TikToks.
One word: opportunity.
Bing bong.
Well, that brings us up to 10:30, dude.
Tristan, what's your opinion on? I know it, but tell the audience, like, what's your opinion on TikTok?
Well, I think I think it was the second time we interviewed London. He said, he went back to his story about posting 3 videos a day. And that really stuck with me so much that we tested it out in September.
Yeah.
And then it was hard. But then we waited 3 months and we're like, you know what? Let's just do it this whole year. Yeah. So then that's what you're witnessing, London. I think the opportunity is in TikTok, but I do what you do, which is, well, the ones that do well, then I'm posting them to Instagram, YouTube Shorts, LinkedIn, and Facebook Reels, even though they're only 30 seconds right now, Facebook Reels.
Right.
So I think there's an opportunity in shooting short video. Definitely. And then throwing it out everywhere.
Definitely. And I mean, sometimes I get shit on, it's just TikTok. It's just TikTok. I'm like, it's just the hottest app on the face of planet Earth. Why not post? And if it goes down, it goes down. If it's not popular in 2 years, it's not popular in 2 years. But the point is, right now, it is the hottest place to be. Yeah. And you have to be there right now. If you're playing the long game, hopefully you can develop enough of a fan base to move elsewhere if needed. But right now it's the hottest thing. And so that's why I'm trying to take advantage of it right now. I'm not trying to live in the future where, TikTok, isn't popular in 5 years. I'm not even living there. I'm here today, and TikTok is the most popular thing on the face of the earth today. So.
There's one other perspective too, which is TikTok has changed the way everyone markets. And so it's stop being so hyper-focused on the app and where it's going to be, but what the app represents and what it is now created, which is, you see it on TV now. Commercials look like TikToks. That's powerful. That's what you should be paying attention to. How do I create content? It doesn't matter if it's educational or entertainment or whatever you want it to be. Figure it out and follow that, because that's what's important. In my opinion, TikTok is here for good. Yeah, it's here for the long haul, for as long as we can see into the future, right? But pay attention to what's happening on the app, because that's what you should be emulating in your business. And oh, by the way, create in TikTok and then share. That's like a content creator. Now you can share it over to Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn and everywhere. And
they want to, everybody wants to consume TikTok, and unfortunately, it doesn't matter where they're consuming it because it just bleeds everywhere, right? Like all of Instagram is just refurbished TikToks, you know? And so I think that speaks levels to what TikTok has done to change culture.
Agreed.
What do you say to the TikTok watermark on your videos that you're posting to the other apps? That's a very controversial topic.
If you can do away with it, I would do away with it. One, I just think it looks cleaner without. I want my videos to look clean, obviously. But again, don't look into it. It's all about the content. Some of the most viral reels have the TikTok watermark, and they're like, "Oh, you're not supposed to post a watermark. It won't go viral." And I'm like, then why does it have 15 million likes?
That's right.
Like, stop reading into all this like hoopla and bullshit and just make a video. Just make a TikTok and you're going to be okay.
Amen. Christina just said it. You are 100%. Just get your shit out there. I love that. I love that. Hey, you know what, Tristan? We're going to have a lot of questions throughout the course of this day. We're not going to be able to get to. We're not going to be able to answer. So here's an idea that I just thought of. If you got a question that you really want to get answered, DM us to Drunk on Social. Put it in our personal DM to the page. And in is on the back end, she will make sure that we address every single question. So if you've got one that doesn't get addressed, go DM us and we will make sure, because it's going to be impossible to respond to everybody today.
In London,
for sure.
We'll invite you over to our event in May in Santa Barbara.
I'm there. I'm there.
We'll put up the link so everyone can show up, buddy.
Yeah, let's mention it. We'll mention all this stuff throughout the course of the day. But first of all, London, we'll let you get going because you've got more important things to do today.
Yeah, this was like the smallest thing I've ever done. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, guys. But dude, I love you guys. I love what you guys are about. And you know, this is a side of me that I get a tickle every so often, is like actually being inspirational, not just an idiot on social. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you.
We love you, bro.
Likewise. Hey guys, go follow London Laz on TikTok.
Hit me up on LinkedIn. Hit me up on LinkedIn.
Oh,
that's where we can share.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure. Yeah, just London Lazerson, guys. All right, boys. Well, take care.
Thanks,
Austin, good luck. These guys are assholes, but I think you'll do great.
Especially Jeff.
Especially Jeff. Later, guys. Love you all. Bye.
See you, man.
Thanks for listening to Social Genius, brought to you by Drunk on Social. We are here to help you take your business to new levels through social media. Make sure to subscribe to get updates on new episodes and come join us on our Drunk on Social Facebook page. And as always, make sure you leave us a great review on your favorite podcast app. Feedback and likes are very much appreciated.